Welcome back to What Do We Know? It's Friday today. Well, not today, but it will be Friday when you're listening. Welcome to our DMs and texts come to life. We are here with Jolie and Ashley and me.
Hey.
Should we get started? You want to start us off, Jolie?
Yeah. So I leave for Colorado tomorrow. So when this comes out, I will be in Colorado for an art workshop with my good friend Jean. She does live workshops. Okay, if anyone is into art or like discovering beautiful, then I would definitely follow Jean Oliver because she does the most beautiful art and also just makes the most beautiful posts. But so I got thinking about this and I'm packing to go to the snow, which I'm so unprepared for. And I'm also not packed yet, but I leave tomorrow morning. And then I don't know about you guys, but I am a classic overpacker. So I'm going for 3 days, but I need to check a bag. I like a big bag because you never know what you need to wear. And you might need to change your mind in the morning based on how you feel, right? Are you feeling me, ladies?
Yes. How do you
Tiffany,
do
I know you
toiletries? My hang up is toiletries every time. I don't comprehend how to not check toiletries.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I actually pack the small, like I could carry on my toiletries for the most part, like usually because I just pack them because I don't need to waste room in my suitcase with toiletries. So I have the small things, like I don't take full-size shampoo or anything. I take so much clothes and shoes that it's absurd. Like, yeah, my suitcase is almost always overweight, even when it's the mid-size carry-on, because you just don't know how you're going to feel in the morning. Like, so I have to have like 2 choices or 3 every morning and different choices.
Well, you might want to change for dinner. This is normal.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then you have to put your sweats on when you're done with the day. And that doesn't count as your jammies. So
no.
Yeah. So this is a dilemma that I have.
And you don't know what temperature your room's going to be. So your sweats might be your jammies, but they might not be.
Right.
There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, you don't want to sweat.
So, yeah. So and I've tried the packing cubes when I did the Italy trip, tried the packing cubes. That did not help with the saving room in my suitcase or the weight of my suitcase. Now I feel like maybe the packing cubes are adding weight that is unnecessary. Right? So
I have had the same thing happen. I can just pack more.
Yeah. Yes.
And heavier.
So
it doesn't make it less.
No. So then my daughter introduced me to the Bay's Luggage. If you're familiar with this Luggage. Oh my gosh. So that weekender bag is now like, so I take the giant suitcase and then the weekender bag and then my carry-on.
But do you have it dialed into a system? Like you can just kind of do it?
No.
Or no? No.
This will take me. Yeah. Well, with the weekender, I will say, because the shoes go on the bottom, or like, depending on if I'm going like a trip like this, I might take my art supplies. And so they'll go on that little bottom thing. But no, with the clothes, there's no system. It's just so.
Don't act like you've always had a system, Ashley, because I remember being behind your Range Rover at the first Camus house, and we were literally sitting on the street. She's leaving for Romania, a suitcase open, and she's like, "You have to help me." I'm like, I'm supposed to be getting in your car and driving you to the airport right now, and we're on the street, like rearranging her luggage. How old are you? 21, 22 at that point?
20.
Maybe
5.
So like a couple years ago?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
And we won't talk about when you missed your plane because you had to get some biscuits or whatever at the Country Cat. But that's
I think that was the same trip. That was the same exact.
No, Romania and Iceland.
No,
it was different trips, but memories nonetheless. But yes.
Do you have a system now?
I'm really out of practice. When I was
Okay.
traveling constantly, I would just not unpack. So yes, I did.
Okay.
But now I'm really, really out of practice. So no, it's starting at 0 and it's so stressful and it's a nightmare.
Well, and you haul 3 boys around the world
Oh,
too. So
yeah.
it's a lot.
That's
She did it
true.
mostly by herself from place to place.
Yeah.
That is
The last
true.
time she
So
went.
I can do it. I mean, I've taken 3 boys for 6 weeks with minimal luggage. So like,
Wow.
but it was summer. So that's a whole other thing. If it's
Yeah.
winter packing or fall packing versus
Right?
summer packing's easy. It's winter and snow that's insane. Just that alone, you can't do a carry-on because it's
Yeah.
so much bulk with your
Yeah.
boots and your coats and your sweaters. So
Yeah.
And Jolie's going to
Yeah.
Colorado. So
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
snowing, and so I've got to have my big winter coat. I've got to have my boots. But then here's the thing: when I get to her house and I get into the studio, she's got the heat on and the fire going.
yeah.
So like I've got to dress in layers. But then we got to go outside to go, in her house, or sometimes we picnic outside. First of all, this is my happy place. Like her property is
Mhm.
literally the most gorgeous place, and it's just like magical. But yeah, you go from inside to outside, and like I need to have all the things. And so we'll see how this goes. Not totally sure.
What do you call it? Medium? Like what are you using
Okay,
and doing?
so this particular art class is called Paper and Portraits. So this is going to be a little out of the box for me because it's been a while since I've done portraits. And normally I do abstract art with like oils or watercolors or pastels. And okay, the thing about Jean is she does all the things. Like, so I've done different classes where we've made books. She works with plaster. She works with oils. But then she can do like drawings and charcoal and all the things. And so this one is definitely out of the box for me. I'm feeling a little like, I don't know, uneasy about sitting in a room with 25 other artists who know what they're doing. But normally it's just the ones I've taken have just been mostly abstract, and I love that. So my goal is just to look cute in my different outfits. So
Perfect. Which you need to pack for in your
Yes.
Bay's baggage.
Yes, my base baggage. So I'll take pics of me in the snow in my cute outfits.
I love it.
But you
link the
probably won't
bags.
see. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the bags are great. Yes, that is definitely
Yeah.
my favorite luggage. All the different pieces. Even the makeup bag. I use the makeup bag. I use the weekender. I use the different sizes of rollers. They are absolutely and I'm going to tell you a quick story. So I took these bags to England over the summer, and yes, I also pack very heavy, and so they're not really meant to be thrown around and checked, especially the little weekender. So it broke and made it very difficult to carry. But I got home and I told my daughter, who is I don't think she's really doing it that much anymore, but TikToker. And so she got right on, made a TikTok about how it broke and how, disappointed she was. She recommended these bags and they immediately sent me a new one. So very impressed.
That's awesome.
That they sent me a new one. And they sent her the awesome Barbie core hot pink bags just to say, hey,
Aww.
thanks for using our bags. So yeah,
That's
they need
cool.
So
Caraway pots and pans need to take a lesson from them.
Yeah, no kidding.
My pans that stick like crazy and they won't replace them.
Oh,
They
that's
can give me
wonderful.
30%
too.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can get that from our friend.
We won't
Sarah.
link those.
Yeah,
No.
don't link those. Obviously, they're
We
terrible.
won't link those.
We fell for that marketing, both of us. Big time.
It was good. It was good.
Oh my
So.
gosh.
So
Well, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see everything.
So that's fun. So as I was out, like I always take Jean a gift, and so I was out today, like trying to figure out what the gift is that I bring her. Just say thank you for doing. Saw all the Valentine's fun stuff out there. So do you guys have Valentine's gifts that you're planning? Obviously, if you're got stuff for your husbands and they're going to listen to this, then don't say. But any ideas or kids? Do you do stuff for your kids? That's really my question.
Well, let's just pull this right out of our. Here we go. Let's go right out of our text messages. What did I say to you? I'm not in love. I love my kids. I'm not in love with my kids.
You did say that.
I'm not. No, I'm out on this one because I do not. I am sending Brooklyn an emotional support pickle, but just because I forgot to send it to her to put on her desk at work. That's it. So I'm like shipping her a thing, and I put a little bit of candy in there.
Oh, that's cute.
That's it.
Love right there.
Yeah.
I just happened to be sending it around Valentine's Day.
Are you guys it's a Hallmark holiday, we celebrate love every day, or are you more like, does Ben make a big deal out of it? No.
No.
Okay, so
he'll
go ahead.
No, he just is like, I get you things on Tuesday. That's what we kind of have made a joke. Like, here's your Tuesday gift. Because if I want something, I mean, there's been seasons where, I mean, I don't know. So things are bigger sometimes and small sentimental things, but no, it just usually for no reason. Like Valentine's just kind of isn't. I wish I was like cutesy and did all this stuff. So, but I don't. I never have been like that.
I decorate my whole house for Valentine's Day.
You do?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Valentine's Day is my
Pictures.
favorite. It's a pink holiday. So like seriously, I've been getting gifts for the kids since they were little. Like I decorate the house in pink. They all have the cute things.
That's
and my
so
husband
fun.
it's a Hallmark holiday. Like he's never been into it. It takes a lot. So, but he's tried a couple times to go out on Valentine's Day. And every time he's like, why are we doing this? This is stupid. And
learn that
occasionally he'll get me a gift. A couple of years ago, he got me a big gift. He got me a piece of jewelry. So that was nice. But he doesn't really do it. But I do it for the kids. Like I get them gifts. But unfortunately, partly I'm a gift giver. Like that's my love language, gift giving. I love to do the gifts. But unfortunately, a couple of years ago, I got invited by my Gucci girl to come to like the Valentine's Gucci thing. And I took my two of my girls with me. And so, and it was just the three of us, and they're serving like champagne and they're doing fun calligraphy things. And one of them sees like the pink, like mini, I don't know, what is it? The like Diana purse. And in my head, I'm thinking,
the bar is high.
In my head, I'm thinking, what would Christian do? Christian would buy her the purse.
You get it for her.
Yeah. So I do. And then, I get the other daughter like a little piece of jewelry or something. Oh man, no. Now it's like, it's Valentine's Day. Can I have like new Beats headphones or whatever it is? Like, I'm like, no. And she'll be like, but remember, you got me that Gucci purse. Like,
that was a 10-year gift.
Yeah. Like, you're good for a lot of Valentine's days. So yes. I don't know. This year I'm at a loss. Like I'm like, and chocolate, anyone?
Perfect.
Yeah, which is a real problem at our house with gifts because I sometimes go overboard, and then they expect overboard.
Sometimes on occasion,
it's bad. But
we
I do
love talked about the stockings. That's
no.
We'll talk.
Gosh,
I'll have to wait for that one.
Yeah, that's so. But they did have like those Valentine's envelopes, essentially like a Valentine's stocking that used to hang on their chair.
Gosh,
for breakfast in the morning.
I think that's cute.
With their heart-shaped plates, with their like all the things. But Pottery Barn kids really set me up for making this a holiday because Sure.
My mom used to do the cutest stuff like green milk on St. Patty's Day and stuff like that. And I'm like, I was fighting with Brooklyn about what she was going to wear to school. And London was standing by the door waiting to go to school. Like, I don't have time for anybody. So our mornings have been a mess. I love you, Brooklyn, but they were horrible. For
Yeah.
18 years, we had horrible mornings. It just didn't,
Oh.
it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was not like that. So not in this house.
Yeah.
We'll keep it real. Not in this house.
As my kids got older, yeah, it got a little rougher. But when they were younger, when I could control what they were wearing and doing, then But as they got older, that got a little trickier. So
a little harder.
But
what do you do for your boys, Ash, for Valentine's Day?
They're very cute about Valentine's Day. They Cruz, the middle, remembered to ask me to be his Valentine first.
Aww.
So he was the first brother and he called dibs. I know. He also asked me to marry him.
So cute.
So we're in that.
So cute.
I know. But I love Valentine's Day because it's right next to my birthday. So I've always done Valentine's Day birthdays. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, as long as I can remember, my mom always made cherry chip cakes with pink frosting. And all my parties at school, it would always be Valentine's Day things. So that's probably why I like it so much. But with them, I think I kind of try to keep it simple because I know how they can get. So they're going to get cards and their favorite candy. And
nice.
That's it. That's all they need. They don't, they really don't even. I wanted to do one of our friends, Tiff, you might have seen this. She was doing cards for the 14 days of, leading up February 1st to the 14th. She was writing little love notes of encouragement. Cute. Yeah. So that to me is really meaningful. And I thought, okay, that's something I'll do when they come back from their dads. I'll put little notes out of just like little encouragements or things that I see in them. That's the things with their ages. Because if you guys didn't hear last week, they're 2, 6, and 9. So I feel like those are the things they're starting to kind of pick up on. So
that's so cute.
Yeah, it's cute. But then I feel like my role with them is kind of different because I'm like, you might have a wife that expects awesome Valentines. So we'll have my Ben set that up. They'll get roses for me and write me cards. And we have to train these up and coming men for this next generation. I don't know.
Yes.
I think your generation was a lot better at making an effort and being romantic. And I'd be curious to know from the kids now or the teens or young adults, like, are people still naturally making efforts, or do we need to kind of bring back holidays with benchmarks so that we're teaching them to actually be romantic and personable? I don't know. You guys are in the thick of that. Do you see it?
I think I think it depends. Like, that's just, I love my husband, but he's not a gift giver. It's never been his thing. Like, acts of service, man, he's all over it, but he's not a gift giver. So, and I am, not that I expect the gifts, but so he's not really romantic, and I'm allergic to roses.
Oh,
so he feels like he's like, so he's
off the hook.
So I think for the last 28 years he's been like, well, I don't have to buy her roses, so thank goodness for that. But
I complained. I think I beat the gift giving out of Ben because, not literally, but I'm always like, why do we got to spend money on flowers? They're going to die. And then I have no chill when it comes to opening gifts, and I don't like it. You're going to know.
There's no poker face.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Like, my mom used to be like, we got to really have some gratitude, right? When we're opening our presents, like, when you remember, like, thank you, I really love it. And then we can talk about it later if you hated it.
Yeah.
And still, I remember Ben was so excited to give me a Monet art piece or something, like a print, but whatever. We were like 20 because that's my middle name. And I was like, why would you give me that? Like, did I tell you I wanted this? And I think after that, no more. It was.
Yeah.
He figured it out. It was over.
He threatens me with heart pendants because I think they're hideous.
That's so funny. I will say Christian's gotten better over the years. So I should clarify that. He has daughters who really help him, and he has gotten better over the years. Now, that said, so has the budget for my gifts. So
True.
is it that hard to walk into Cartier and say, you know, like you can't really go wrong? Or like, so yeah, I think that really helps that the budget has gotten a little bigger. So that makes the gift giving easier. So
That is a
but
good point.
he does do really well with the like high-end gifts. But yeah.
I think that
It
we
makes
were
a difference.
texting about for the men listening, because I know there's some of you that are trying to hear what's going on with women. The gift is called effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there doesn't even need to be a price on that. It's just effort. If you do that, you're golden. That's all we want. It doesn't have to be a physical object even. It's just effort. We were talking about Trey Kennedy, and the gift he gave his wife was she got to sleep in because they have a baby. And that was like, she raved. She's like, I slept for 11 hours. That was the gift. And he took me to dinner. That's it. That's all. We're very simple people.
Can you do me a favor?
I mean, I'm not, but
the next.
Yeah.
Can we move to Ashley's topic? Because I know I'm about to say something based on a Valentine's idea that somebody dropped last week, and I need to not say anything. So let's talk about some red lips.
We're moving on to
red lips.
We'll censor ourselves to the next thing.
I have it screen recorded to enjoy later whenever I want. But go ahead.
God.
On to the red lips.
We'll drop that. That was a great idea. That was a great idea.
Let's transition.
Yeah, we'll move on. So red lips. So I've been talking about this because Super Bowl, but then it's also Valentine's. So and I ordered some red dresses for going out to dinner, and I was like, oh, I have to wear a red lip, but I wanted a Taylor red, and I wanted it to not move because, I mean, the analysis on Taylor's red lips not moving when she went down on the field and she was kissing Travis, and everyone's like, what is on her lip? So we happen to know what it is. Tiffany owns it. Do you want to tell us what Taylor's red is?
Pat McGrath actually made her whole Eras kit. I'm old. You want to talk about readers,
fabulous.
Jolie? I'm going to need them. So Pat McGrath made it, and it's called, oh my gosh, something for.
Elson.
I'll link it.
It's
Elson 4.
Yeah, it's Elson 4. But what I want people to see is the color. If you can open it and show the doe foot, because I've never applied a lip as easy as I have with this particular doe foot. So if you look at that, yes, I do. If you find a red like that with that doe foot, it looks so intimidating to put on, but you can use that with no liner and it goes on.
I don't use liner
perfectly.
At all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
it goes like,
easy.
It doesn't get all bumpy and weird and out of line, and it's gorgeous, and it does not move. We had to use oil to get it off.
Oh, wow.
That was, I actually did I think I did that Instagram video because I use ELF has like a face wash, but it's just oil you put straight on your face, and it came right off. That was like the only thing that it just came off in a jiffy.
Only thing.
Which was great. Yeah.
But it's sold out everywhere, and it's been sold out forever, and it'll probably continue to be sold out forever. So I've been hunting down other options. So the closest things I have found, well, okay, I'll tell you the high end. We'll do a high and low. The high end one is Dior, this guy, and another amazing foot that you can see here. It goes on perfectly, and the color is, because I can't see it either.
That makes us feel better. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if the lighting. 999. I think that's it. Or is it 666? No, it's 999.
Well,
it's
won't be using that one.
Get rid of that. Okay.
They would do that. No, I think it's
Oh my word.
$9.99.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll link it, but this was about
Yeah.
$42 at Sephora. Now, on the other end is, you're not going to believe this. I have a friend who always has had the best red lips, and she always is incredible at finding indie brands. So I reached out to her, and she said her favorite red lip is Lime Crime, and her favorite color is Red Velvet. I'll show you guys this.
Okay.
But they have one called New Americana, and I think that might be the Taylor color. So
Sounds like it.
these, right? I was like, that
Yeah,
feels code
That
to
feels,
me.
yeah.
So these are amazing, and they were like $16 at
Oh.
Sally's Beauty. I know.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Who knew? So that's
Oh.
the darker one.
I never even
So
heard of that.
I know. I hadn't either. So she was like, I think you can only get it online, and she found it at Sally's. So that's how that worked. And then the other one is this one is not user friendly for going out. This one does not stay put. It does and it doesn't. It gets everywhere. But if you're taking pictures and you don't care if it's high maintenance, the Fenty Uncensored is unreal. And then you get, I know Taylor has worn this, but it's also Rihanna. So you're getting everything there. There's so many reds.
Oh yeah, I
though,
like
you guys.
Rihanna's.
Like, okay, so you know this one. It's gorgeous. It's like the juiciest looking one. It's not matte, and it's beautiful. So if matte freaks your lips out, I would go maybe with something more like this.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, though, Taylor's color before Pat McGrath was Mac Ruby Woo. And you can find that anywhere. So there you go. If you, though, are wanting to go more 49ers red, would you still use this red, or would you use like a berry or an oxblood? What would you guys do?
We found an awesome red in Vegas, though.
We did. So I do have my
Yeah.
awesome Tom Ford red that is profanity fabulous. So it's effing fabulous. It's the name of it. So I do really like this one.
That's why we had to buy it.
Yeah, I did. I bought it just for that. I've had a daughter try to steal it. My other favorite is the Gucci. It's also really nice red. It goes on really nice. And plus it's in this cute little like skinny
They have the
container
best.
with the pretty
have the
little
best
cover.
containers.
Like I love their whole
That's pretty.
situation.
Mhm.
So
That's gorgeous.
and then I
do
have
you
one
wear
more.
liners with those?
I do. So I wear the Charlotte Tilbury liner,
Yes.
and I
Mhm.
wish I could tell you what color it is, but I cannot because I
I think I have
glasses on.
that one too. Yeah,
Even with my glasses
I'm
on,
linking,
I can't.
I'm going to
even-
link all of these.
Oh, Kiss and
so-
Tell. Kiss
Okay,
and Tell.
perfect.
And the Gooch is, I don't know. And then I have the YSL, which is also a nice red.
I've heard that one's great too.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
this
that's
one
fun
too.
because it's a lipstick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
I
have
do
lips.
like a
I have the
lipstick.
only. Then I just put this like I don't even know what this is. Tower 28. I don't even know where this is from. It was in my purse.
Yeah.
It's just like a little gloss that goes over my lipstick.
Do they stay? Do they bleed? Do they transfer?
They stay pretty well. I mean, I've had this one on for I don't know, a few hours now, and I've had something to eat, had something to drink. And it stays on.
Perfect.
And that's the Tom Ford one. It stays pretty.
Perfect.
It stays on really well.
Yeah, I
Okay,
love that
good.
one.
That's what we want to know. And then Tiff's over there with the Holy Grail. So,
Yeah, nice.
we were talking about with these because I actually got a lot of messages from people that I don't know. It was quite the topic of conversation in my on my Instagram talking about red lips. But I think the thing we wanted to do was make it approachable and not intimidating. So just like with makeup, I think the best thing you can do for red lips is how you prep your lips. So making sure after you brush your teeth, wash your lips so there's no extra toothpaste. It's like everybody's, if you start to get white or starts to get cracky, it's probably toothpaste, and people forget that all the time.
Oh, I
do
didn't
a
know
little
that.
lip scrub, right? And it dries them out too. It's good to do like little exfoliation, whether it's with a washcloth or a sugar scrub, or like I have a little tool that I'll link that it just like exfoliates my lips. And then
Oh.
while I'm putting on my makeup for my face, before I put my lips on, I always do my lip mask.
Okay, I
This
do
is
love that. Yeah, I have that.
the best. This by itself is gorgeous, but I do a mask while I'm getting ready so that and then I, wipe it off to, do the red lips. But that's the tricks on how to get your red lips perfect. Another trick is if you're getting like weird lines, if you start going on with your finger to try to clean it up, it's going to be a mess. So I would get a little concealer brush and take your foundation or take a concealer or even by itself and get in there and clean it like that instead of messing with it with your fingers, because it will drag and you'll start to look like the Joker real quick. So there you go. Those are the tips for your red lips.
That's a good tip.
I love it.
I want to
Let's
see
jump
pictures,
into-
by the way.
Oh, yes.
If people are doing their red lips, please send us your pictures. We will post them.
Yeah, or good colors that you love.
Yep.
Okay. And something we'll post is one of our favorite reels, and we'll go over reels and memes, the one from Trey Kennedy this week. Ashley, tell us about it. It was your favorite.
So he impersonated all Taylor, Travis, Jason, the Mahomes,
Coach Reed.
Kelsey's parents.
It was awesome.
It was great. And there's 2 parts on it. And then he did a monologue on his podcast that he put out this morning. I died. So
He's so
I think
funny.
is it called Always Correct or Correct Opinions or Correct something?
I don't remember.
It's so funny. But yeah, he goes off for about a minute and a half. Just the jokes are so good, but
he's so funny.
He's the best.
So funny. Yeah, we'll put it up on our story for sure. I'm assuming most people already watch him, but
it was unhinged.
Here pretty soon in Phoenix. He might be coming or has already been to Portland. Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's really enjoy him. Jolie actually does not send memes all day and night like Ashley and I do. Never stop.
You must get so much done in your life.
I know.
We don't.
I know.
I wish I knew how to send funny memes. I'm just so bad at it. I just don't.
But this one you sent was so good. And it says real mom friends don't actually talk on the phone. We send each other memes late at night or all day as our main form of communication. And I think this is so true. Like, I think this is where a lot of even just starting this podcast came from. Just literally like, okay, we need to get out of our DMs. We need to get out of our texts and just sit and have a real conversation, because they are so funny and they're just a perfect explanation of what's going on in our life. Like,
I know
this has got to be like a thing for everybody, because you're a mom, you're a grandma, you're a friend, whatever you're doing, you're at work, you have time to just send a meme real quick and it could be completely relatable to whatever you're going through. And it's like, instead of getting, sending a text or having a long conversation, literally, I think a meme can just, it's a million words in one, to me at least.
Okay, so here's my question. Do you follow accounts? Are there meme accounts that I'm missing out on? Because I feel like I have a couple Christian meme accounts, but sometimes they're just not funny. Like,
no, and
you guys send me them and I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, my For You
it's
page.
on your For You page.
So
I don't ever look at that page.
And then you just keep, this is where it's mindless scrolling. And I think that's where you find it. Yes. And then the more that you're scrolling and you click on something and you just keep going through, if you send it, you're going to get more of that. It's just creating an algorithm for yourself. And I swear my whole Instagram is just, it's ridiculous.
Okay. See, I need to spend more time on my For You page. This is why I don't do TikTok, because it's the scrolling and then the algorithm, and then it's like makes me stressed. But if I have more time on my For You page, then maybe I'll get the memes a little better.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love getting them. I love when you guys send them, and I have other friends that send them. I love it. But sometimes it takes me a minute. Sometimes I'm like, don't get it. So
I'll set
bad.
my phone down to go do something and come back, and I'll have like 30 messages, and literally it's all like relatable,
memes.
relatable,
Mhm.
and I'm like, are we literally? Well, it makes me feel like we're, no matter your demographic, no matter your skin color, no matter what's going on, I feel like we're, maybe it's a little creepy at the same time, but I feel like we're literally all living the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just makes the world a little bit smaller, and I feel like we are all living kind of the same. At the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
we're all going through kind of the same human experience, because
Yeah.
somebody's not creating something that a billion people aren't understanding.
Right.
Billion.
Yeah.
Right.
I tend to speak in over exaggerations, if we haven't noticed. Billion people, everybody.
Sometimes
10 billion.
I watch the reels and I'll send the reels, but then
Yes.
my kids make fun of me for watching reels. They're like, "Mom, just get on
What?
TikTok. If you're gonna watch reels, get on
No.
TikTok." And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's too much.
Do
But
I don't
sometimes
text you
the
TikToks.
reels, you probably
they're
do.
good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's not that
they're great.
it's not that I don't like TikTok. It's this that I feel like then I really would just sit down and watch TikTok all day. I don't need one more place. So I watch reels, and they're like, "What's the difference?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's one less place, but I do
You're in
send the
one
reels
platform.
sometimes because I
Which
do
really
usually
is.
get those ones.
I think it's the
Sometimes.
same. I think it's the same thing. I definitely
It
think
is.
it's the same
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, it's
My mom-
recycled material anyways, so
Yeah.
it's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
everywhere. Oh yeah,
Here's
what
the deal. You're probably just seeing something a week later than it was on TikTok, and then it gets to us in Instagram. A little bit.
You guys are
bit
like,
later.
we've already seen that. We saw that weeks ago, but very
I
good.
say
You're
that
so
to my
funny.
mom all the time. Christy will send something. Am I right, Ashley? Because my mom and I, we have a group chat with Ashley and my sister-in-law. This is like a gold mine. Like, I swear, if I ever lost that chat, I would just die, because if you're in a bad mood, you take like 30 seconds and just go back through and you're happy as a clam between that
Oh my
one. And then the
gosh,
one with
that's
my
funny.
mom is pretty priceless. But then
So
she sent
funny.
me the video of the cats that was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what she's talking about. And that's my mom all the time. I don't think she gets half
Me.
of them. So it's
I'm
okay.
a little concerned that I have something in common with your
No,
mom
man.
with the
No, I think
memes.
that's no. I think you'll okay. You'll be good. You'll be good.
Okay.
You're
It's fine.
great.
I'm gonna like
You're
study
No.
up.
Yeah, study up. It's just another form of communication.
Oh boy.
I do love it though.
Yeah.
That was our safe place, Ashley and I, for quite a few years. Yeah, yeah. We were on a friendship ban.
Yeah.
That's where
real.
we lived. We were still funny as
Nice.
hell, because you had to be.
So funny.
It was
Yeah.
it was
survival.
Yeah.
it was survival. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think I can look back kind of when we moved away, and that's kind of when everything, maybe a little bit before then, about 4 years ago. And I think it was nary a day went by that like Ashley didn't. I mean, there was a meme. I think almost every day I could go back, and that was literally how we communicated. It's pretty crazy. So the memes and reels are near and dear to our hearts. Keep them coming. If you guys have favorite memes, send us your favorite memes. We're going to start posting like really, really good ones that we love or that tickle our fancy. We'll start posting more of those.
They got us through some dark times, didn't they, Tiff? But here we are. Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Still rolling with the memes.
I'm gonna get into
Who would've
this
thought?
memes, and that's all I'm gonna do all day long. Send memes.
I
to
don't blame
people.
you.
Well,
It's
it
not
happens.
a bad life.
It's my new plan.
It is. It is. It's super fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Ashley,
So we
you want to?
did that.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Do you want to pull up our listener question?
Yes. So
I'm gonna go to my notes.
Leanne wants to know, what do you think of the Grammys? She wants to know fashion, winners, snubs, Jay-Z's comments.
I'm not
I
going to
think-
touch Jay-Z's comments. I think that would be smart to just not even go there. That's a whole
Oh,
podcast.
but I don't know what they are. I didn't watch.
Well, send me a reel.
I'll tell you.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah. Send you a TikTok about it. It was like he just, you could look at it however you want. But basically he got, what was it? Dr. Dre award. What even was the award?
I have
He got
no idea
some-
what the award was.
He got something. And he was just saying, you know, his wife had a really successful album and has never won album of the year. Am I
No.
Yeah.
accurate in
No, but
saying
it was
that?
weird. Like he had his daughter on stage, and she looked really uncomfortable. That was weird.
And his
That was
wife
just a weird part.
was there, and part of me is like, Jay, like she's Beyonce, like she doesn't need you to defend her. She's a powerhouse,
She's
but
Beyonce.
who knows?
Hello.
Honestly, I've done enough public speaking and I've put my foot in my mouth enough freaking times that I don't even give that stuff a thought. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, he could have had too much to drink. He could have been nervous. You don't know what's
Yeah.
going to come out of your mouth sometimes. I don't overthink it too much. Maybe that's my excuse for all the stupid things I've said in public over the years, but I don't know. The fashion, I loved it. Really
Lots
good.
of black and white. I felt like there was
Yes.
tons of I feel like a lot of people showed up expecting the Reputation announcement, and that didn't happen, but tons of black and white. I loved Miley's like gold chainmail outfit at the beginning. It was good.
She was mother was mothering. I mean, it was
Miley did great. She did great at the
her
Grammys.
body. Can we just everybody's like, girl, do not gatekeep your workouts. Like, we need to know what you're doing. She looked like Tina Turner. I mean, her body was
Wow.
unbelievable. She looked so healthy. Whatever she's doing, give it. Like, we want to know.
Speaking of Tina, big time nods to, I mean, just incredible musicians. I mean, Joni Mitchell sang. That was weird. When Luke Combs went up and Tracy Chapman went on stage, my whole family looked at me and they're like, why is mom crying? And I'm like, because I feel like I'm in my dad's blue truck right now and I just lost it. Everything they did, you didn't expect because you didn't have, like, they're like, you know, Luke Combs is coming. They don't tell you that Tracy Chapman is coming. And so Fast Car is just a song that I listen to in my dad's truck. And we used to go to Radio Shack and his buddy would get all the tapes. And so he'd make like a mixtape of all like the singles that came out that week. And then my dad and I would go to Radio Shack and pick up the tape and listen to it. So I just remember like Fast Car being on and I was like, this is crazy because you don't hear from her in a billion, just kidding,
years?
In a long time.
Literally
yeah.
a billion years.
Literally a billion years. But in forever. And then she pops up and it was like, wow, Joni Mitchell, Billy Joel, like just I loved the nod. It kind of what we were talking about last week. It just, there's definitely been like a nod to old Hollywood.
Yeah.
More traditional Tina Turner, Dolly Parton, which we didn't even see her be announced for her awards, but lots of awards don't get announced. We figured out. I didn't.
Snubs.
I had no idea.
I'm not going to bring up, I think I asked, we're going here. I asked last week about Morgan. Huge, giant tour, giant album, -- songs. Nothing.
You don't even hear about it. I guess he has another tour and you don't even hear about it. I don't know what happened.
He's got shadow banned.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a whole other episode.
Yeah.
That we'll tackle another time, but crazy. So that was a snub. What'd you guys think of, what's your take on Celine? Was that are people just fishing for stuff with Taylor?
That's what I feel like. It's just, she hugged her back.
I think she had an immature moment is what I think happened. I think she was super excited. I think she had just released her album. I also know that I had listened to one, I think it was a nurse that was on TikTok, and she had said with her stiff person's thing, like it's autoimmune and it's neurological. Like it's a big deal. London was telling me all about it because she had seen it on Grey's Anatomy. And apparently, like if you startle her or if like you make big movements, there is a possibility. I think that maybe even the announcers went to everybody that was nominated. I don't know if they know ahead of time or not. Like, let's just not do this. It
Like
Yeah.
jump
could have
on
been
her.
that, or she could have just, I don't know. It was weird because Mariah Carey gave an award to
Miley.
and Miley like flipped out over Mariah Carey and like honored her for being like a queen of pop and all this stuff. So the fact that Taylor didn't even acknowledge Celine Dion was weird. Like it was a little weird to me. It felt weird, but cute picture of them hugging afterwards and whatever. You're good, but they're going to tear her apart no matter what. She got enough of our podcast last week. So I think that's it. I don't know.
Enough.
No, I know.
Yeah. Were you thinking, what did you think, Jolie?
Well, I don't watch the Grammys, so or know anything about them. Sometimes I'll check out the fashion just because I really like fashion, and so I want to see what people are wearing. But I honestly didn't this time. I saw Taylor's dress because it came up on my Instagram. I saw Miley's kind of because it came up on my Instagram, but and they both looked great. I saw the stuff about T Swift and Celine. I didn't really think about it. Like, I don't know. Was this Miley's first award like this? So I think this is Taylor's 4th album of the year award. Like, so maybe there's something different there. Like, again, I don't really watch. I actually never watch the Grammys, and I watch limited award shows. But like, I feel like there's so much going on in their heads. Like, there's a lot going on. They are excited. Just because they've won the awards before doesn't mean they're not super excited and they forget like some etiquette things or they forget to thank people. Like, I feel like that's pretty normal. Yeah. So
aren't they
to
on a
read
time
into what
crunch
everyone
too?
does? Yeah, there's a time they have to. Yeah. So
I just on top of it, you're trying to rush. I'm not making. Listen, people are gonna say what they're gonna say, and whatever. But try being in that situation. Like, I dare anybody to try and see what kind of screw ups they're going to make.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Guarantee you're going to forget something. You're going to do something.
Yeah.
You can't be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give her a lot of credit too. She hasn't made many missteps and she's been in the spotlight a lot more than she usually has because she's really been pretty hidden for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't think that anybody that sees Celine Dion isn't starstruck. Actually, I was super blown away that she was even there. That was another person they didn't announce. And Celine Dion has been literally invisible to the point where if you go on TikTok and search her, I thought she was dead, actually. So that was like, I saw like video after video after video that she had passed away last summer. So when she showed up, I was like, well,
what?
Okay.
She's not dead. Out. And I literally like 2 weeks ago, I'd seen that video. So that was
weird.
So I'm sure that it was possibly even just shocking for her to see her there. Maybe she knew she was there, but who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
They all know each other. That's a whole other thing. And that's something else people forget. It's like, dude, they're all friends. They see each other. So it's not the same, whatever. Anyways. What are you guys wearing for Super Bowl? I want to hear it.
Well, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. You've got you guys went Chiefs. And so I decided to throw on my red sweatshirt, which I got the red sweatshirt because I was going to embroider, with yellow on it, which I probably still will a little for actual Sunday, some Chiefs stuff. And I got a Chiefs t-shirt. But since I thought somebody on the podcast should represent the 49ers and our Brock Purdy that's from Queen Creek that loves Jesus, like genuinely loves Jesus, I am repping the 49ers with my red sweatshirt and my black hair bows.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I will say I get off the plane at 2 p.m. on Sunday. I am racing home to probably throw on the Chiefs t-shirt, and we'll see what happens from there.
Are you guys hosting the party?
Yeah, yes. It's at our house. So I feel like we are having people at the house. I mean,
it's us. Do you really have to host us? It'll be
yes, and
us.
then
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, and then one of our other friends and his 2 boys and little girls, and then there's going to be some little kids here. So, and I'll just gotten home, and so it's So right now the outfit is on the lower end of the priority list because I'm more concerned about what's on the floor of my home. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Show us your sweatshirt. What are you wearing?
Yeah,
Ash?
show the sweatshirt, Ashley.
We're doing
Very nice.
Shamelessly doing it.
Travis
I love
Kelce,
it.
the Eras Tour, and your KC hat.
And your Malibu and Mint hat.
Malibu and
Love
Mint.
it.
Just got
Love
this
it.
in. Yep.
I have that too.
She
My letters are
customized it.
I do actually
got
have that
yellow
one as
ones?
well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have yellow ones. Yeah, I have the same
Do
one
you?
Tiffany
The
has
KC?
with the yellow. Yeah. Mhm.
so
cute.
cute. The quality is insane. I'm obsessed. I don't know if you guys can see it.
So cute.
Yeah, she does.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get one
Such a
for
good job.
every like I'm already like, oh, as soon as these boys start like Little League, I'm gonna
Yes.
have numbers, everything. Like, and it was what,
Yes.
$25 or something?
Yeah, it was really reasonable. Yeah.
really reasonable. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, huge fan. And then this was from
Yeah.
Etsy. I'll link this. So happy this came in time. So yeah. And then you got yours, Tiff.
What does yours say,
Yep.
Tiffany?
It
Let's
might
see
choose
it.
Sarah.
Oh,
Is it
thank you,
Amazon? Is it Etsy? What
Mhm.
is it?
I got mine just from Amazon.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Cute.
All right, we have to link all
Yeah.
these. So
Yeah, we'll definitely link them. Yeah.
so cute.
So what are we cooking for Super Bowl?
Well, we're doing the classics. My mom's 7-layer dip.
Nice.
We're doing Super Bowl sangria. So I would recommend you guys follow our friends, the Modern Proper. They live right here in town. One of them is my neighbor. It's two women, and they're putting out their Super Bowl recipes, their Super Bowl drinks. Amazing. So yeah, Super Bowl sangria. I'm gonna go get red glitter, like drinkable glitter, and put it in a big.
so fun.
I love that.
So we'll
That's
have
so fun.
beer, and we're thinking burgers, and buffalo chicken bake is Tiffany's
good.
favorite meal.
I love it.
We're making that.
I love it.
And yeah, I think that's
Tiff, are you bringing that to our
plenty of
house then?
food.
I can. I will. Yeah, it's
You
so
should.
good. It's delicious. Yeah, I'll bring
It's
it.
the kind of meal appetizer that if you don't get your portion, like normally it's like, it's fine, I'll eat at the end. There will be nothing. So you better, if you're going to eat, you got to get yours first because it's devoured.
Is it gluten-free? Just, side note.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
I should add, is Frank's Red Hot or Frank's Buffalo gluten-free?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Then it is.
Then yeah.
Okay.
It's all, it's perfect for like low carb.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
Well, then you can serve it
And-
with tortilla chips or celery.
Yeah.
celery.
It's
Okay.
delicious. Yeah, I'll
Awesome.
bring
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great because we're looking at pizza over here and the vegetable tray. And I am going to do a charcuterie. I did pre-shop for the charcuterie because it is kind of my thing to do a charcuterie. So
Yeah, that's definitely.
are
So I will.
And I also
very
have
talented.
drink glitter that I can bring. I have some
Oh,
champagne
yes,
maybe
please
with some
bring-
drink glitter.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Okay.
champagne problems. You have to do it.
So, okay.
Yes,
Yes.
we
Could
will.
you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm.
I'll bring
making,
the glitter.
Could you bring the champagne?
Yes. Of course, we're making
Because
plans live.
I
Here
could
and
either,
now.
I could either
This is how we
stop on
do it.
my way home from
Send
the
me
airport
a
and
list,
get champagne,
But I'm not going
or I could
to
clean my
AJ's.
floors.
But I'm not going to AJ's. I will be getting. I don't know where I'll get the
Okay,
champagne.
We're going to Winco.
You could go to Total.
We're going to Winco.
We're going
Okay,
to Trader
whoa.
Joe's.
Okay.
Let's actually. Can we go back to the text? Here, let me go back to the text messages, please, and tell you a text that Jolie sent this week. As I was shopping at Winco, she says, "What's Winco?" I said, "Well, Winco is where single moms and families that budget go to shop." Benny and I have gotten literally every age, no matter what our budget is, no matter what job we have, we shop at Winco. Just how we do it.
Yep.
We've
I was
gotten a free
raised on
turkey for
Winco.
25 years in a row because I know that I'm spending at least $100 at Winco every single. We didn't even make a turkey this year, but I got my free turkey from Winco. And here is Jolie's response. I have a hard time at Safeway. So Ben is probably right that Winco is a no for me. She shops with Allie Sweeney. It's Scottsdale AJ's. That is where my dear friend Jolie shops. With, speaking of Hallmark, that is where
I do
my
get to
friend Jolie
occasionally
shops.
see
I
Allie
love it.
Sweeney at my AJ's. It is, and at my nail salon, actually. She does go to
Tell
my nail
her we
salon,
say
too.
hi.
So, yeah. So.
We say hi. There are no famous
Hi.
people at Winco. I do love my checkout lady, though.
Yeah, so if you don't have an AJ's where you are, it's like Metropolitan Market or Dean and DeLuca is kind of, or I don't know what the other different place, or Whole Foods is where else I go. But yeah,
I have a souvenir cup from Dean and DeLuca. Okay, that's getting us. I get a souvenir when I shop there. Just letting you know.
I love Dean and DeLuca. Yeah. It's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
Oh gosh, no. So I think it's probably I didn't grow up budgeting groceries because my grandmother was a coupon clipper and my dad was like, that's not happening. We'll go to one grocery store. We're not driving all. So, and the grocery store that was closest was a nice grocery. And then I don't know, like we just, and so I'm like, I mean, a lot of my friends could give a list of things that I'm kind of feel a little bit snobby about, but the grocery store, I don't like grocery shopping. So it should be a nice experience.
That's
so,
super fair.
Shouldn't
super
feel
fair.
Like,
but I'll tell you, like, I don't know what it is. I don't feel like I'm slumming it when I go to Winco.
No, I get my King Arthur flour, all the stuff that we need. Yeah. You should come try it.
And I'll tell you, I was that person. We have our version. One of our versions is New Seasons. And I was like, I have it memorized. I don't want to deal with it. I want in and out. I had a kid with a ton of food intolerances. So it was just dialed. And I went to Winco and everything was like a third of the price. And it was the same brands. And I was like, what have I been doing? What have I been doing? We could be buying clothes with this money, makeup with this money, Botox with this money. Like, what am I doing?
I do think
fillers
it's just,
with this money.
I just think it's that's all it is priority.
Yeah, and I'm convenience. But also I just
there is no Winco. There is no Winco anywhere near Jolie. The closest one to you is over by Dr. Lutz's office is.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to our amazing doctor. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know prices of things too. So I've got a funny story. When Christian and I were dating, his mom sent us to the grocery to get stuff for Thanksgiving, and she asked for strawberries. And so in my mind, then you buy strawberries. I mean, I don't know how much strawberries cost. I've never known. I still could not tell you how much I pay for strawberries. So we bought them, and oh my gosh, we obviously paid too much because she was like, "What were you thinking? Don't buy strawberries at this price." And I was like, You sent us for strawberries. What do you want? I just am not good. I'm not good with the grocery prices or the grocery. I was just like,
it's understandable.
Grocery is not my, but I do
totally get it.
I do have
totally
a few.
It's funny
things.
It's just funny
that I get kind of funny about. It's probably a whole other show, but whatever.
It totally could be. I do think we should do maybe when Ashley's here. At some point visiting, we should do a field trip and maybe record a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I think we could get some good content. Maybe, yes.
Let's take her to Winco.
That's a making fun of Jolie show, but that's cool. I'm here
We're not making fun of you. I just want to know what you I genuinely want to know what you think. Because I know what I think of AJ's. I go in, if you want to have guacamole, I'm going to, like, if I don't want to make it or Ben won't make it, we're going to AJ's for their guacamole. Yeah. It's ridiculously priced. It is the best. I love so many things there. Yeah. I just don't. That's not my demographic to go spend $13 on a box of cereal. That's like, Erewhon would be really fun to go to. I'm not shopping there. That's kind of
special occasion. Special occasions are great. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't wait we'll link all of our recipes and anything else. We're going to link everything. So just be ready for all of that. We'll take the thinking and the guesswork out of it and just make it simple.
Yeah.
What else?
Should we jump into some
going
Super Bowl?
on?
It is Super Bowl.
Yes.
I did put
Yeah.
together some stats so people could show up
Yes,
and
please.
Impress everybody. Can't
impress
wait.
everybody. Yes.
Let's
let me
hear it,
go
Tiff.
Go through my little notes here. So if you're listening and want some stats, so the 49ers are the NFC champions.
What does that
have a
mean?
It's the National Football League. There's a national and the American. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure.
Yeah, you're
I'm a
right.
billion percent. Just kidding. Yes. Okay. So
I have so
the
many
Niners have
questions.
a win-loss record of 12-5 this year. They were the NFC's top-seeded team heading into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
This is their 8th appearance in the Super Bowl, and they have won 5 times. The Chiefs are the
Purdy's
ahead.
Purdy's first appearance.
yes.
Oh, is he rookie?
And
He was the backup to the backup, and then
I
got
think
his
it's his
shot.
second year.
Yeah, it's his second year. But he's still under his rookie contract, so he is the lowest paid quarterback.
Totally is.
Level.
Yeah.
So because he's still under his rookie contract. But yeah, so he got his shot because I can't remember who the starter was, got hurt, and then the backup got hurt, and then he got in and just killed it. And so they gave him the spot.
Yeah.
Unreal.
So yeah.
And his mom will well, I know that she has. Hopefully she'll also be wearing a Malibu and Mint hat. I know that they sent Brock's mama some hats. So
that's so
I know.
cute.
Isn't that cute? I know.
We'll
it's
have
so
to.
fun.
We'll be looking for sure.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
Now we
cute.
know.
We'll check
Little
it out.
Easter
Yeah.
eggs
That's
to
cute.
look for.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Cool.
I know.
All right,
It's
more
so
stats.
awesome.
Let's hear more stats.
Okay, more stats. So the Kansas City Chiefs are the AFC champs, obviously. They have a win-loss record of 11-6 this year. They were the 3rd seed heading into the playoffs. This is their 6th appearance in the Super Bowl, and they've won 3 times. This is the 2nd time these teams have met in a Super Bowl. There have only been 8 rematches ever. It was also an election year last time and a leap year.
Weird.
Yes. These two teams have met 15 times total. Kansas City's won 8 and San Francisco's won 7. So maybe San Francisco should win so that it can be even and everybody can be have equal wins.
We're seriously, this is the most win-win Super Bowl of
Yeah.
probably
It's gonna be
our entire lives.
and
We're
I think it's
so
actually
happy
going
for
to
everybody.
be I think it's actually going to be
I
a
think
really
it'll be a good
good. I
game.
think the teams
Yeah.
are very evenly matched. Yeah. I think those stats show that it should be a really good game. Some playoffs and Super Bowls and some of these games are just sleepers. I think this will actually be pretty fun.
I actually do like a Super Bowl when it doesn't matter who wins, like we just get to go enjoy it. That's how I feel like last year's Chiefs Eagles, like it was so fun to just go and like cheer on whoever and be able to walk away happy because you're not invested, your team isn't playing. So I think that's always fun.
And it's always fun to be in a VIP box right next to the field too, where you were last year.
I mean,
Isn't that where you
So
sat?
fun. I love
yeah.
when I'm there.
I mean, like,
Oh my god!
when I get to go to the
So
Super Bowl
fun.
and it's so
It was
amazing.
so fun.
Yeah,
It's
so
so fun.
we advertise, and so we get free tickets. But yeah, that really
makes
was a real nice perk. But
It was
I
that
I
does
am
make
a-
it fun
I
too.
am-
And when there's
it
good
does.
teams, it's even better.
yeah, I'm a
And when it's in your
football
backyard,
junkie, so yeah.
Yeah.
I
Are
just
you
love-
guys, do
love
you
it.
care at all about the halftime show?
I'm going to talk about it. Yes.
All right,
Um,
keep going, keep going.
I got
Yeah.
more. I have more. So according
We
to
wanna know.
CBS, this is commercials. We'll do halftime first. So did you know that performers are not generally compensated
I didn't
for the
know
halftime
that.
show?
That's crazy.
Yes.
They just,
I
for the
know.
privilege of doing halftime.
I didn't put this in
Nice.
I didn't put this in my notes, but Rihanna's album downloads, I don't know about monetary, but her downloads went
Okay.
up by 390% after the Super Bowl
That-
last year.
I
it was
I
a
know she
massive
took a lot
win
of
for
flack,
her.
but I actually really liked that halftime show. And yeah, we've been to, like I said, a few, but whatever. That's not the point. But that I did really like it. I couldn't see
I
her
do
close
wish
up,
her-
so I know
I
people
do wish
complained,
her-
but I did
Yeah,
like
I
it.
just think that her stylist could have done a better job It wasn't flattering,
Yeah.
but the show
Yeah,
was.
but-
the show was.
But I thought it was fun. But
So
yeah.
Usher is performing. He will also
Mm-hmm.
be in a Super Bowl ad. I don't know which one. I'm trying not to look so that I can kind of be surprised because I love the ads.
do
And
too.
he will be releasing his first album since 2016, All 90s
Wow.
Babies Rejoice. And 80s Babies. And yeah. His album will actually come
Apparently,
out
us
on
70s girls don't care.
Super Bowl. Well, you don't even like music.
Yeah.
So do
So
you
there's
really
that.
do you
No,
like
I
Usher?
don't.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Who's Usher? Ursher?
She doesn't got it
Usher.
bad. She doesn't got it bad.
No,
Okay.
I don't know his.
So
I
there
actually
you
don't
go.
know his music, but I do know who he is. But I don't know the
This
music.
is the music of our club generation.
Okay.
School dances,
School dances for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
first time making
Ben,
out.
my Ben,
This is what's up.
loves Usher. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So
okay. First
not
time
surprising
making out.
at all.
I'm not really into making out, but whatever. So NFL and Apple Music, it's going to be a $10 million production bill. So they foot the bill. And then Jay-Z owns a production company, and he's been doing the show for 5 years
Oh,
straight,
Okay, didn't know that either.
which was interesting. I know. I
Those
found
are
out
fun facts. I
so
love
much fun
facts.
stuff. Reba McEntire will be singing the national anthem.
I
That's
did
And
see
a
Post
that.
Malone
choice.
is
I
going to be
love
singing
that.
America the Beautiful. Yay.
Okay.
We're
That's
big
the
Posty
best
fans.
news of all
Post
those
Malone.
things.
I know. Posty's
Okay.
like on fire right now. It's quite incredible. Okay, we're going to go back to commercials. So according to CBS, a 30-second ad costs $7 million. It costs on average $2.5 to $3 million to produce a commercial, and then it's about $500,000 to $3 million to get it's for each celebrity to be in your commercial, depending on who it is. That's insane to me.
So,
So
oh my
there
God.
must be a massive return on commercials.
Have you
in the
seen
Super Bowl.
the clip on Uber Eats? Have you seen how
No.
many celebrities are in the Uber Eats preview? Not even the
No.
commercial.
Mm-mm.
Be ready.
No, I'm
You will
super
die.
excited.
The numbers will calculate in your head of everything you just said, and I'm like way over 10 million at this point.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
crazy. It's crazy.
I'm curious about the Jesus ones, like because they're spending a lot of money, and they started them last year and they've run all year long, but they paid for them last year, those Jesus ads, and I'm wondering how do they gauge the return on that? Because they're not. I mean, it's not like a product they're selling, so I'm wondering if they're going to do them again this year. Did they feel like people started going to church because of those ads, or those are the ones I'm curious about, where you can't gauge the return, but they spent $7 million on telling people about
I'd love to
Jesus.
ask that,
I'm wondering about that. What's the how do they gauge whether that was
The
worth their money or not?
metrics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just curious.
What is the measurement? What are their metrics they're looking for?
I don't
Salvation.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Donations?
Donation.
Tithing?
But so maybe there's a donate. I didn't know if there's a donation thing. Maybe there
Who
is.
paid for it?
I don't know that either. I was just curious. I mean, I don't mind the ads.
My
I'm
husband
just
thinks
curious.
it's the Mormon Church.
I was
Really?
wondering about that.
Okay, I didn't
I
know
was
that.
wondering about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
didn't.
We'll
There's
have to Google that.
denominations that
That didn't
is
occur to
chump
me.
change. So,
That is true. That's fair.
that's their
yeah.
missionary marketing department any given day.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
true.
have been lots and lots of mega churches could afford
Yeah,
that.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Let's talk about wagering. So 1 in 4 American adults will make a monetary wager on the Super Bowl. The Niners are a 2.5 point favorite to win. Well, yeah. We have money sitting in we can bet on our phones here in Arizona.
Yeah.
So we bet on a lot of things. It's usually minute, but it usually makes it a little bit more fun. So, but that was a staggering number to me that 1 in 4 Americans. I
Yeah,
didn't
that seems
realize.
like a
I'm not
lot.
surprised at all.
Yeah.
I think people get so into fantasy that by that time they're so invested they're going to throw money
Yeah,
in.
that's true. That's
Well,
true.
and especially when you don't have a dog in the fight, it just makes probably watching a little bit more fun. I can totally see that. I can
And even a
totally see
minimum bet is
Yeah.
for what, Makes
Well,
sense.
and then
I would
since
think it'd be
we
even
didn't-
more.
Yeah.
When
Since we
you do
didn't
the
talk about
parlay
Taylor enough-
bets, I mean, we do the parlay
Yeah,
bets. So, yeah.
And here's the prop bets. The ones
Yeah.
about Taylor were the funniest
Oh,
bets
okay,
that
yeah, stuff-
I saw.
yeah.
Where will she be in attendance? You can literally make money off that. How many times will she be on camera? And what shade of lipstick will she be wearing? See,
We
That's-
already
there we
know.
go. We're set.
I feel
the
like we have
lipstick.
inside
We can bet
information.
on all of these
We're
things.
who needs my money? I'm betting. This is
It's hilarious.
That's
And
funny.
yeah. So I think it'll be fun to watch. I love all the wives
Yeah.
from San Francisco. They're just darling.
Mhm.
It's just it's a cute couple
Yes.
teams. The football is great and it's fun at the same time.
It's fun. It literally
It is fun.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so
No, it's
many
fun.
things like we were talking about with the awards shows, and I think even football. It's like we've all been kind of craving this like traditional, old school. Like we just want it to be fun. Can something just be
Yeah.
fun and lighthearted
Fun. Yeah.
and cute?
I
for
I think it's why holiday decorations are selling out and they come out so much earlier because everybody. I think you're just kind of
People
clinging to
want fun.
nostalgia and
Yeah.
looking for happy and looking for joy
Yeah,
Yeah.
in lots of
something
things.
grounded. Oh,
So.
yeah. What do you think Olivia Culpo will wear?
Oh, something tight. I love her
Yeah.
hair. I don't know.
I
Long
think she's
hair,
gonna look so cute.
big tall boots.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
I know.
pretty. It's cold in Vegas too. So
Yeah, high desert.
Yeah.
yeah,
She'll look
It's
great.
inside though. I mean, that's a covered.
yeah.
Arena,
That's
so.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
I know it'll be fun. Okay, should we go into something encouraging and wrap it up for the week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tiff,
Okay.
you
Well, my
have our
mother-in-law
positive quotes?
texted me. Yeah, my mother-in-law Elizabeth texted me, and I just love this. She said, "What a wonderful thought it is that some of our best days haven't happened yet."
Yay.
And I think that's
Mm.
yeah.
simple but quite profound. I think it's really nice. So good
Yeah.
times,
I love that.
joy, all that stuff is coming. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. Well, that was fun.
So
Yeah.
fun.
We got
Great
out
to
of our
see you
texts and our
guys.
DMs another
I
week.
know.
Yep.
Okay. Have fun
All
at your
right.
Super Bowl party. Have fun in Colorado.
Oh my God. Yeah.
you.
And you have fun, Tiff. We'll see your
We will.
pictures.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.